Two project management giants, Wrike and Teamwork.com, go head-to-head. Which one really delivers? On the left, we have Wrike, known for flexibility and powerful collaboration. And on the right, Teamwork.com, built for clarity and robust client management. We're putting each platform through real-world business scenarios, task management, integrations, pricing, usability, support, and plenty more. Let's skip the buzzwords and dig into what actually matters for your workflow. Each category will earn points, and at the end you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The winner might just surprise you. Let's get into it. Okay, before we get our hands dirty, here's a quick mind map of everything we're going to look at. Pricing, features, integrations, usability, collaboration, and reporting. That's basically the full picture, right? So let's see how these two stack up across all those categories. Starting with pricing. So honestly, Teamwork.com really goes for that accessible, lower entry price and even throws in built-in client billing, which is so useful if you're working with clients and want everything tidy under one roof. Wrike, on the other hand, is a bit more upfront about their pricing, and they've got enterprise plans for, the big players. But once you start adding things on, it can get pretty pricey fast and some extras cost more. Teamwork wins this round, especially if you need client stuff included. Moving on to features. This is where things get interesting because, honestly, both of these are kind of stacked. Wrike lets you go wild with customizing workflows, dashboards, automations, the whole shebang. But fair warning, it's got a bit of a learning curve if you're just getting started. Teamwork.com, meanwhile, bakes in stuff like time tracking and invoicing. Plus, big win for agencies. Resource management is super easy. Advanced automations? Not quite like Wrike's, but it's still packed. In this lane, it's actually a tie because both are crazy feature. Rich, but in their own ways, it's actually a tie because both are crazy feature. Integrations? Oh, here's something cool. Wrike is like the king when it comes to playing nice with others. Zapier, public API, you name it. You want to tie in, say, Slack, Dropbox, even some niche tool? You're probably covered unless you're on a lower tier, and then you might have to pay more. Teamwork? It's got the basics down and native options for things like accounting, so still strong, but just not quite as sprawling as Wrike. This one easily goes to Wrike. Oh wait, quick fun fact break. Did you know Wrike actually started as a side project way back in 2006? And Teamwork.com popped up just a year later in Ireland. Wild how both are now huge in the PM world, right? Now, for usability. This is a big deal. Like, are you going to have to Google for your way through setup, or can you just get it and go? Wrike's UI is super customizable, granular permissions, you can make it your own, but if your team likes things simple, it might be kind of overwhelming. Teamwork.com, though, is like, here you go, jump right in. Super beginner friendly, quick onboarding, but you might give up some tweaking options. For ease of use, yeah, Teamwork.com takes the cake. Alright, collaboration. Wrike gets credit for advanced reporting. Like, you can get all those nerdy breakdowns, and its task dependencies can get pretty complex if you've got a web of to-dos. But, weirdly, it falls a bit short if you need client-facing stuff built in. Teamwork.com? Now this feels made for agencies. Client portals are there by default. Comments and chat are first class. Only downside, I guess, is that their project templates aren't as advanced as what you get from Wrike. But still, client tools kind of tip the scale. Teamwork.com wins here. Wrike.com wins here. .com wins here. Finally, let's talk reporting. If you're an analytics lover, Wrike's your jam, powerful dashboards, exports, all kinds of data visualizations. The catch? You might need someone who really knows their way around admins and setup. Teamwork includes the basics, so you won't be lost, but to get those juicy advanced reports, you'll have to shell out for a better plan. Bottom line, Wrike's got the edge here. So if we lay it all out visually, maybe on a radar chart, you'd see Wrike absolutely stretches out on features, integrations, and reporting, while Teamwork.com leads on usability, pricing, and collaboration. It's kind of like each one's got its own set of superpowers. Here's my genuine take. If you're running a massive team, or you love going deep on project control and custom workflows, Wrike is honestly hard to beat. But if you're an agency or you're working closely with clients and want something that just works without thinking too hard, Teamwork.com makes life easier. For most people, especially if you're agency side or need that client portal, Teamwork.com is the winner here. Did this comparison help clear things up? If you want more honest head-to-head breakdowns like this, make sure to follow for the next one.